Do you want to get clients that pay you what you want in 2020? As a professional service provider, as a coach, as a consultant, that will give you stress. You're looking for the people that will pay you the most amount of money with the least amount of resistance. In the next few minutes, I'm going to be showing you how to attract big ticket clients in 2020 without stress. You like that? Stick around. You're going to find out every single thing. It's all online. You don't have to click anywhere. Watch the video. If you like what you see at the end of the day, you let me know. Take it easy.
All right. Let's get started. No time. The official name of today's presentation is How to Attract and Convert Big Ticket Prospects Online and Turn Them into Sales. You heard that? How to attract and convert big ticket prospects online and turn them into sales. Now, who is this for? This is for high paid advisors, executives, mentors, coaches, and consultants. This is not for people who are looking for rich quick scheme, get rich quick scheme. This is not it. This is not for people looking for new business opportunity. No, this is for people who have skills, who have an expertise, who have a service to provide, or who have advice. Do you understand? People in the information business space. This is valuable for them. If you're somebody looking for, how to get rich quick in 2020, I'm sorry, this video is not for you. It's not good. It's beneficial. Please stop watching now. If you're still here, let's dive into it. Now, what's our agenda for today? All right. Now, the first thing we're going to be looking at, as you can see in front of you, is the fundamental principles that govern attracting clients. Like it or not, I'm sure you already know that. So everything we do on earth, there are principles. Now, it happens as well when we want to attract clients. There are principles to attracting clients. The next thing is how to influence people to become our clients. Then we go into looking at getting clients. We're going to be looking at the approaches to getting clients. And we're going to look at the 3 types of people we can market to and attract as our clients. We'll look at the tools that are needed in 2020 to effectively get clients that pay you what you're looking for, what you want. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, without wasting much time, I'd like to briefly introduce myself. My name is Paddy Ransom, and I run and own an advertising agency here in Lagos, Nigeria. According to Facebook, I've been running campaigns since 2013, as you can see in front of you, and Google actually recognizes me as an advertising and business consultant. That's not to brag, just to tell you that, oh, the person talking is worth your listen. I know you're already listening because you want to get value. Anyway, it's nothing about me, it's nothing about my credentials, it's nothing about any of that. It's about the value I intend and I hope that you get out of today's training. You understand what I'm saying? Now let's dive into it. The fundamental principles that govern attracting clients. There are 2 basic principles that we have to lay the foundation on. If we're able to lay the foundation on these 2 basic principles, then every other thing becomes easy. The first one is, the secret to attracting people is to provide solutions to their problems. If we want to attract people, we must, provide solutions to their problem, especially when we want to get money from these people in return. You understand what I'm saying? So if we have that at the back of our minds, it becomes easier for us to know that it is a trade by barter. You understand? If I trade your solution, you pay me money. It's as simple as that. That is how the earth, the world, has been engineered to work. You understand what I'm saying? The second principle is a principle given by Diego Rodriguez, who is an internet marketer, a very solid one at that. I'm telling you, one of the top men in the world who control the internet money. He said, the amount of money we get from our markets, or from our prospects, or from our clients, is a direct function of the amount of confidence they have in our ability to help them. The amount of money we make is equal to the amount of confidence we are able to instill in them. So if the person you're trying to sell to does not feel the confidence that you can actually help them, then it becomes hard to sell. That's what Diego Rodriguez is trying to tell us there. So these are the 2 basic principles that we put at the back of our mind in order to get clients. You understand what I'm saying? Now, how do we influence people to become clients? Now, the reason we want to influence people to become our clients is we want to, when we say influence, why are you influencing people to become your clients? We want to be able to instill this confidence in our prospects. Do you understand? Because The only way that we can get money from them is if we have their attention, and have their attention by instilling confidence in them, as stated by Diego Rodriguez. You understand what I'm saying? Now, it says that the reason you influence people, because if somebody doesn't have a sort of bond, relationship, or familiarity with you, there is no influence. He cannot do business with you. You understand what I'm saying? So the reason we want to influence people in order for them to become our clients is because we want to instill confidence in these people, to know that, okay, of a truth, this person knows what he's talking about. You understand what I'm saying? So that's something we should put in mind. That's something we should put into consideration. Now, there are 3 ways to influence people to become our clients. The first one is the portfolio approach. I'm sure you are very much aware of this approach, the portfolio approach. Now, it's an approach of influencing people that is totally based off testimonials, achievements, accolades, portfolio. You understand? So it's a question of, if you're trying to influence me to be your client, I have to know that you've done something in the past. I have to know your accolade. I have to know what you have achieved. You understand what I'm saying? So it is totally based off testimonials, portfolio, and that's what we see very well in the market. It's very good. It's very good. The next one is the referral approach. The referral approach is one of the most common methods that we can use to influence people in order for them to want to do business with us. And how it works is simple. A person refers a person to you. It is very easy for you to do business with them. Let's assume that your friend, referred you to Paddy, and Paddy, your friend referred you to Paddy and said, Paddy is a very good advertising person. He can help you get clients on the internet. You wouldn't give any resistance. Do you understand? To a reasonable extent, you feel, okay, since my friend has, told me that Paddy can do this, then no problem. I think I can give Paddy a shot. You understand what I'm saying? That's the referral approach. Let me go back to the portfolio approach again. The portfolio approach is assuming you want to do business with me, and the only way I try to influence you is, I start showing you my portfolio of, I can say, Mr. John. Let's assume your name is Mr. John. Say, Mr. John, these are my portfolio. These are my testimonials. These are the things I have done in the past. You understand what I'm saying? Now, these are the 2 major ways. Now, there's a third approach that people don't really talk about, and I'm going to tell you what that is. It is called the demo approach. The demo approach. Now, the demo approach is for people who have no huge testimonials, no big portfolios, no big names. You understand? They don't have any big industry, networking names, or any of those stuff. They are on their own, but they know how to provide this service. So how do these people get to influence people to become their clients, especially in areas like our country, our culture? And mind you, it's not just our culture, it is generally. I have had communities in the United States where you cannot just go there and work for somebody except you have a portfolio. So considering somebody who is just starting out, how exactly do you, demonstrate to these people that you can actually say what you're saying in order to get the job, in order to get the client? Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm going to give you a very good illustration. Look at this. Let's assume I came to you today or yesterday and I told you, I said, Mr. John, I can fly. What would be your response? You just look at me like, okay, Mr. Paddy, fly. It's okay, no problem. Now let's assume that somebody very close to you comes in and tells you that, Mr. John, Paddy can fly. Oh, he can fly. What's going to be in your mind? You're going to feel like, okay, it's like Paddy can fly. You, okay, it's all right. Now what happens when I come in front of you? I say, Mr. John, and you say, what is it? Mr. John, just watch me. And while you are looking at me, pew, I fly. What happens? I have demonstrated that I can fly. Mr. John, will you ever doubt me when I say I can fly? The answer is no. And that is the demo approach. It's an approach of influencing people that follows what we call a result in advance demonstration. And I learned this from my teacher, Mr. Frank Kern. I've been following and learning from him. I actually got a $10,000 course from Mr. Frank Kern called the High Paid Advisor. And one of the things he talks about is In order to attract people to you, you must demonstrate you can help them by actually helping them. So you don't talk about your accomplishments, you don't talk about you can help them, because you don't talk about all of that stuff. You demonstrate you can help them by what? Actually helping them. That's the demo approach. And that's the approach we're going to be looking at. Now, the demo approach simply looks at this: results in advance. Now, it considers a person in two stages. Like you can see, at one point the person is sad, at the other point the person is happy. You understand what I'm saying? Now, what a demo approach model does is it looks at it and it says, what are the things I can give to this person to help them go from point A to point B? Do you understand what I'm saying? From being sad, frustrated, to a point where they are happy and fulfilled. That is the demo approach. So I'm not going to Mr. John to say, Mr. John, I can do this. I say, no, I'm going to help Mr. John go from point A to point B. Do you understand what I'm saying? And eventually from point B to point C. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that is what this approach is all about. Do you understand what I'm saying? So when I can successfully move a person from point A to point B, point C, it becomes very easy for me to sell them. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'll give you another example. Let's assume that your house, not like your house, please don't get offended. Let's assume that you're in a place where you are attacked by what? By zombies. Let's say zombies. And all of a sudden you see Commando. Commando comes in and then he kills about 50 of them. He has saved you from those 50 that are around you, but then there's still a whole lot of them. What will be the first thing that will come out from your mouth? Thank you, Commando. What next? Please help me kill the rest. Do you understand? So we want to, engineer the same feeling in our prospects. That is the demonstrate you can help them result in advanced approach. You understand what I'm saying? So gone are the days when you needed to have a huge portfolio. These days you even know that people, big organizations that employ people now no longer care about their certifications. They care about, can you do the job? Can you get the job done? You understand what I'm saying? So if we are going to attract clients that are going to pay us what we want, then we must be able to come through a different approach that is different from the market. Do you understand what I'm saying? In my book called The High Paid Advisor, which is only available to my private clients, we talk about what we call the about me model and the client-centric model. Do you understand? The client-centric model focuses on the client. The client is at the center of the conversation. The client is all we think about because the clients are the most important in a business, because you have to serve them. You understand what I'm saying? So how do we get clients? Let's look at the psychology to getting clients. Like we said earlier, we said that the principle to attracting people is by offering solutions to that problem. So how do we use this to get clients? It starts with identifying their big ass problem. It starts with identifying their what? Big ass problem. What does this mean? What is the most dreaded frustration of your client? What is the one thing that these people will do anything to escape from or pay any amount of money for? That is their biggest problem. That is the most dreaded problem they have. If you can find out that problem, if you can identify that problem, you are a winner. Because all you have to do is what? Provide solutions to those problems in advance. So while everybody is in a marketplace saying, I'm the best in the business, I'm the best in the game, I'm the best at this, you simply keep quiet and you help them. You demonstrate that I know your pain and frustration. I have the solution. So instead of telling you I have it, let me show you how to go from point A to point B. If I can get it from point A to point B to point C, then obviously when you need to get to point C to D, which is your destination, the only person you call is me. You understand what I'm saying? Now I want to look at what we call the bait. The fisherman mindset. The fisherman mindset, it may surprise you, is the secret strategy to attracting clients. You know what they call lead generation, lead magnet. That's the most common term in the digital marketing sphere. Lead generation, lead magnet. But the problem is they do not tell you that when you put out a bait, a lead magnet, that it has to tender to who you want to attract. So you're wondering how I am doing everything right and how exactly am I still getting the wrong client? I'll give you an illustration. There's a popular saying, it might not be popular, I learned this from my teacher as well. He says that you cannot attract whales with minnow bait. You cannot attract whales with minnow bait. What this means is that you cannot attract a whale with the bait you use to catch a tilapia. Hey, I don't know if you are getting what I'm saying. The bait you use to catch a tilapia, you cannot use to catch a shark or a whale. That means if you want to get somebody who is making $1 million, you cannot be presenting him offers that you present to somebody who is just a startup. Do you understand what I'm saying? So the kind of bait you put out to the marketplace determines the kind of client that you attract. You understand what I'm saying? That's the psychology. Now, the mechanics, how does this work? How do we do this? What's the big picture process? How do we do it? It starts with what? Offering a valuable what? Content. Now, your valuable content in this regard is actually, your valuable content here is actually what is known as the bait. So you put the bait in front of your prospect that you're trying to attract, and then you make an offer. Do you understand? These things are done structurally. There's a formula for these things. There's a sequence for this thing. You don't just do it anyhow. You will just be throwing money away. You understand what I'm saying? So you put a valuable content that serves as a bait. You make an offer. What happens? They qualify themselves. They raise up their hands to say they want your offer. Do you understand what I'm saying? And then they apply, and then you close them. I'm sure if you're listening to this already, you already know how to close clients. You're already getting clients. So this is not necessarily for people who do not know anything about what? Getting clients. You understand what I'm saying? You know how to close them using a what? A systemized sales process that gets them to qualify themselves. Listen, the methodology we use here in our agency is called magnetic sales branding. It is a system of finesse. We don't beg for clients. Matter of fact, like my mentor will say, Joseph Soto, he says that we are evaluating clients as much as they are evaluating us. So while your clients are thinking, should I use this person, or give me reasons why I should use you, we are evaluating them and saying, you give me a reason why I should work with you. You understand what I'm saying? So gone are the days of, sending DMs, sending cold traffic, sending messages here and there. No, you are attracting clients. They are magnetic to you. You understand what I'm saying? Now, of course, this is deeper than what I'm talking about. I'm just trying to make a summary of this because there's no time here. Now, what are the types of people we can market to in the marketplace, or that we can convert into clients? What are the 3 types of campaigns we can run? There are 3 categories of the marketplace. One is what we call a low-hanging fruit. I'm sure you must have heard this before. Those are the people who already know you and may or may not have bought your product or service. Do you understand? They know you and they may have bought your services. You understand? I'm talking about people who are your Facebook friends, your Facebook fans, your email subscriber list if you have an email list, people who you're on the same group with. If you have a book funnel, people who have bought your book or bought anything from you in the past, it could be a course, it could be a program, it could be anything. These people are known as what? Hanging fruit. And there are so many ways you can get money now from these people. Of course, it requires hard work. So I'm not saying that you do this or do that and you're going to get money without working, or you're going to just stretch your leg. No, that's not what it is. The next one is mid-level campaign. These are people that know you but might not have bought anything from you. You understand? And the reason for a mid-level campaign is to generate qualified prospects who have the money to pay you, who know how much you charge. You understand what I'm saying? And have raised up their hands. They have jumped through several holes, several hoops and obstructions, obstacles, just to do business with you. You understand what I'm saying? Now, the third kind of market is the cold audience. That's completely cold. They don't know you. They don't know you exist. They don't know your solution exists. Even worse, they do not even know that they need your solution. So this is for people who are just starting out. You're a consultant, you're a coach, you're a mentor, an executive who wants to mentor other people. You know what I'm saying? And you don't have a list, you don't have friends, you don't have fans, you don't have any of that stuff. What we run is a cold audience. And thank God for social media right now. We can reach cold people as easy as possible now. We can reach anybody anywhere in the world as easy as, I don't know how to say it. So it's really not that difficult. Now, what are the tools we need? To surprise you, to know that we need We don't need a billion tools like we used to back in the day, where you had to build complex funnels, get a whole lot of things. No, this day we need only 3 tools. Only 3 tools. Only 3 tools. By the way, if you're watching this right now and you're thinking to yourself, I'd like you to implement this in my business for me, click the link below this video, go to paddyransom.com, and you're going to see a letter I've written down for you. Check it out. If you like what you see, good. Fill out the form and let's get started. Let's talk about it. Now, the only tools you need here are what? Your phone or a device that's connected to the internet, where you can create your content, where you can create your offers. Number 2 is your brain. You need to know what to say to attract the right people. You need to know how to say it so that you don't offend them or break the bond. You need to know how to say it, when to say it, how to structure it. And then the next thing you need is a sales process to convert these people. Because if you do what we call the magnetic sales branding method right, you're going to be getting a whole lot of people reach out to you, because you're going to be advertising. So if you're a person who doesn't like advertising, it's not going to benefit you. You understand what I'm saying? So you're going to be advertising, and at that, you're going to be attracting a whole lot of people. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you're attracting a whole lot of people, then we want to make sure that your sales process is able to convert every single person, so that once a person clicks on your website, boom, that's a gone deal. That's a sale that you have made. You understand what I'm saying? So this is like the framework of how to get clients to pay you what you want. Obviously, there's a whole lot more that time will not permit me to do here online. And at that, if you have listened to this point and you're thinking to yourself, this young man knows what he's talking about, and I think I need this for myself, great. All you have to do is simple. Click the link below this video, go to paddyransom.com. That's my name, my website. Go there, you're going to see a letter I've written for you. Read the letter really well. You're going to see a form. Fill out the form and we'll get in touch with you. My name is Paddy once again. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you. I hope you found value. If you did, kindly share to somebody who's going to love this as well. Thank you so much. Click the link below this video if you want me to implement this in your business, and let's get started. Take it easy. My name is Paddy. See you.